when it comes to this. And so I am literally not going to waste anyone's time and just hand it over to Raj, the network, I wrote your title down, Network Business Development Manager, currently residing in Dubai, I do believe. I will just put you as, make you co-host. And I'll get you to take it away, Raj.
All right, thank you so much, Tina, and very, very good morning, good afternoon to all of you. How are you? I see all of you here. Dawn is here. Great. It's amazing and fantastic to finally be in touch with most of you. It was a pleasure meeting the beautiful duo here in Dubai and in Singapore as well. And I'm really hoping that we see more of you very soon. All right, so quick updates. I would rather want to call it out, though it's the first call, but I would still make sure that we every month, or basically twice every month, we sort of come connect with each other. I share different updates with you so that you are aware of what's happening, what's not happening, and we just don't focus on rumors, because rumors are something that's a beauty in our business, because we are into people's business and there are a lot of rumors. And people generally give ears to the rumors than the right things. To start with, first, I really hope that all of you are doing fantastic, superb, because Crowd One has entered into a new legacy altogether. Oh, I see Noel as well here. Wonderful, Noel, amazing beach background. Hey, it was fantastic to catch up with him when he was here in Dubai, and we had some great days. Well, we have entered into an altogether new area, a new arena, a new era is what we call. We've been saying this. And the reason why we say this is quite simple. It's going to be 4 years. We are just a month short from becoming 4 years old. So we are still the babies, as I say. Generally, the 3-4 year old is a kid, and you teach the kid a lot of things. And there are a lot of improvement areas, there are a lot of good things, there are a lot of bad things that happen on the way. But most of you leaders, you've been here, and it is because of you and through you that we have been able to achieve the benchmark of 50 million members and counting. It's just not it. It's about ensuring that we all here, the 50 million that we talk about, are independently growing as well. It's not important to have 50 million as a number or 100 million. It's rather important that each and every one of us joined Proud One should be having the goal desired attached to the values, the reason why they were here. So I think that's something that we all should be working on together. And therefore, the new era, the new Crowd One starter package is what we talk about. Now, a couple of things as to why this new package, why this new entry, why these kind of things came into picture suddenly. Well, there was nothing sudden. It was quite planned. The reason why I say this is one of the most important steps to make sure that we are, paying the right people. We are paying the people who are active, who are working, a lot of things. Now, the reason why I say this is, imagine you have your binary, you have your compensation plan, you know what it is. So let's say for example, we have this 4 people in your left or in your right. And you are the one here on the top. There are 2 more, but they are inactive. And this person here in the same leg of yours is working. He's one of the power leg of yours. Now, what's happening at this point in time is that this person at the bottom level, maybe 4th, 5th generation, is generating a residual commission for you. Now, this residual commission, say, for example, if he generates a 30,000 euro residual commission. So this 30,000 euro, as of now, gets split 10,000 here, 10,000 here, and 10,000 here. So what you get at the end of the day is 10,000 euro, just taking an example. But technically, these 2 people are inactive. They're not even in the system. They're not even working. They probably have joined somewhere else, or they're not a part of Crowd One anymore. Then why do you think should we be paying these 2 people, even if they are in your level? As simple in your line of sponsorship in your organization, as simple as it may sound, direct selling or multi-level marketing is not a business that should be tagged with a slogan stating that build it once and enjoy forever. That's not how it works. Nothing is permanent. The more that you work, the more that you do, the more that you get rewarded. As simple as that. Now, the system with the new starter packages, with new things coming up, will be filtering out people and making sure that the right person gets paid the right amount of money. So now what would happen if this person, again, in your downline, is generating a 30,000 euro residual commission? The system would now check, okay, let's go on to the upline. Okay, is this upline active? Not active. Is this person active? Not active. Is this person active? Yes, this person is active. So that 30,000, instead of getting split, goes exactly to the person who owns it, who's the one working for it, who's the one working for the team. So this is one of the filtration processes, I would say, but at the same time, this is one of the reasons that I've explained to you quite elaboratively. But the major reason is that we are entering into a new domain. There are no companies which are offering Web3, blockchain, metaverse, everything on its same platform. And we have entered into the new legacy. We have always been competent. We have always ensured that we have a neck-to-neck collaboration with what is going on in the world and what we can do. This is one of the primary steps and one of the most important steps, I would say, because the generation to come up next, that would be our next generation. You see a kid today who's 5 or 7 years old. They start playing mobile games. They play blockchain-based games and different things. You know, we have a lot of people. I have my brother who's, I think, 7, and he knows how to do everything. He plays games and does a lot of things. It's just not games. They understand the entire mobile functionality quite in the better way, in the best possible way. The future of them is to be in the metaverse. The future that they would be having would be Web3, blockchain. This is what it is going to be all about. The future that they would be having is NFT. Gone are those days where people used to say, you know, if there was someone who wanted to start a company, they said, okay, fine, I'll invest this much. You give me 40%, you keep 60%, or, you know, of the equity shares. Gone are those days. People, I've been in Dubai, like Tina mentioned, and I've seen the kind of negotiations going on with different companies, not just here in Crowd One, but even if I meet my friends, what they talk about is not equity. What they talk about is NFT. I'm like, okay, that's surprising. Okay, fine. I invest, say, 100,000 euro. I don't want 50% equity. You give me 50% NFTs. And then, you know, this is how the things are. An NFT can be burned, staked, kept, whatever can be done. So it has the value that goes on and on and on. So we are into that generation where we need to understand what things are, how things are working all across the world. We have entered into this space, I believe, 5 years prior to it being super fully existent. I had one of my presentation in Dubai talking about mobile phones and internets. So internet was a scam, you know, it was considered to be a scam. Radio, when it came into existence, radio was a scam. Television was a scam. Every revolutionary thing in the world, whenever it came for the first time, it was all termed a scam. Be it blockchain, be it Bitcoin, be it anything. So we don't really give ears to what other people say, but it's important for us to have the right mindset, have the right understanding on why things are being done. Now, those who move into the new package, the new Crowd One element package that we call, they would be getting the access to the NFT. It will be your own NFT that you can see. There was a question that I received on NFT from a few people that, Raj, I bought the same package. My downline bought the same package. We both have different NFTs of Earth. I was like, how do you want it the same? So he said that, yes, of course, I want it the same, right? Why would he get a different one, or why would I get a different one? So the basic understanding of what NFTs are was missing. Every NFT is unique, and we have produced million NFTs. Every NFT is unique. But this kind of a question coming up from quite a senior leader does not prove anything, but it just reflects the fact that the understanding of NFT as a term is much more than non-fungible token. What people address to it is only the full form, but what is the thing that you can do with it? Why is NFT unique? Every NFT has to be unique. It cannot be the same. That's how it is. That's how it is registered on the blockchain for everyone to own it, the certificate of ownership that we talk about. So these are a few important things that we need to understand. So you get an access to the NFT, you get an access to the Crowd1 Link, C1 Link wallet. That's an amazing wallet system that we'll be seeing in the next month. We get access to the world's largest crypto exchange platforms, and also the crypto tokens. So there are a lot of things apart from the products that we get, be it Metaverse, Planet IX, Mixter Plus, you get all the subscription, Mindo, you get everything. So it's important that we transition from being the old people of an older business model to the new ones. We could have simply initiated an NFT subscription model as well. But why did we want people to look at the new Crowd1 element package and transfer, or rather migrate to the new one? Is because of the reason that I had mentioned earlier, that it's important to filter out people. As of now, we have so many people, but the system does not know which of them are active and which of them are not active. So it'll be important for us to have the system background runs, various checks, various programs that ensures the right person is being paid at the right time. Now, there might be questions as to what would happen if I had a Titanium Pro package or a Titanium package, or, you know, white, black, gold, whatever. Simple question, simple answer, that those people who do not want to enter into the new era, the new definition of where the world is embarking into, if they do not want to, they want to maintain the status quo, they want to be the same old people, it's absolutely fine. You can be that. You would still be getting your residual commission. You would still be earning the Metaverse BPs if any new person joins your team. They would still be getting that. But in order to get the full access of all the benefits, be it matching, binary, crowd, direct sales bonus, residual, you would have to migrate into the new package. This is one of the first filtration steps. Now, there might also be questions that why the BP, you know, the account balance, why can we not use this? So imagine I've been an inactive person in the business, and I suddenly see an option that, oh, I can use my BP and I have some BPs left in my account. I am an inactive person, but what I do using my BP, I simply put it paid via the BP and things happen. Why do we have to have that kind of an approach as well? And I know for sure that I would again be an inactive leader. I just have to use my BP. I've used it. Okay, fine. I've got an NFT. So these are the few things that we need to understand as to why this change has happened, how good or how best or how better is this change? What are the things that you can go ahead and perhaps make the maximum, make the best out of it? So you have NFTs, you get NFT was in the minting status. Now, what else can you do? That's the next question. Okay, fine. So I have migrated to the new package. What else can I do with this? The scope is unlimited. When we talk about securing the future, this is where the Crowd1's new starter element package comes into the picture. What can you do? You have, earlier, we never used the loyalty points. Most of you would have accumulated the loyalty points for a long time. Now, this was the first step where we had said that you can accumulate the loyalty points. You can use the loyalty points that you had accumulated with 50% off on the new starter packages. This was the first step. Now, the second step, with all these elements, what can we do? You have an NFT. What can be done with the NFT? Say, for example, if this is an NFT, what value does it hold? To be honest, the value of this NFT is 0.00. There is no value of the NFT till the time it is utilized. The utility of the NFT is one of the most important aspects. So in order to understand this, you need to first understand what NFT is. So basically, this NFT can value 0 today, but the more utility I create through the NFT, it can value over 1 million, 5 million, 10 million. And this is a fact. I'm not talking something which is unparliamentary or something of that sort, because very simple as it may sound, there was an artist in Ethiopia, a trader. He had created snapshots, camera art of the Ethiopia's history of the past. Within 2 days after him registering those NFTs on the blockchain, within 2 days, that got sold for $40,000. Neon Cat was one example. There was one NFT car in Dubai, the Tesla car. So we had a Tesla car and they made, you can Google all this. You have the information. There was an NFT art that was painted on the Tesla. That car sold for 8 million euros. I mean, imagine. So the potential is humongous. It's enormous. The thing that we need to understand is how to, capture those potential. So that way we would be able to secure the future of what we have and what are the things that we can do. Very simple as it may sound, there are a lot of things which are in the pipeline. There are a lot of other things that we have planned for the utility. What can you do with the NFTs? Can you sell it on openseas.com or different platforms? How things are going to work? What are the do's and don'ts, etc., etc. There is a white paper document. Whenever we talk about the tokens or the exchange, there's a white paper document. Now, there might be questions like, okay, Raj, you mentioned about the tokens or you'd mentioned about the exchange. What is the supply of those tokens? Is it going to be unlimited like what Luna had? That was a disaster. Or would it be capped like what Bitcoin has, 21 million? What is the proof? Is it a proof of staking or is it a proof of what kind of a supply? What kind of a blockchain would it be based on? So there are different aspects that will be coming. We did not want to overload things with the information to our members, to you, because it is a step-by-step transition. While we are getting the legalities and other things sorted in the background with the Switzerland board, and there are a lot of things that are being worked on in terms of getting compliantly right, in terms of having the right value to the product associated. It's also important that we as individual leaders go ahead, first get to understand what these new things are that we are talking about, NFT, crypto, tokens, what is it? You have different trainings that goes on. You have open sources like YouTube, Google. Please make sure to get the right understanding, the right knowledge. Here, your uplines would definitely recommend certain videos that you can have a look at. After you understand this and absorb it, that's the time where you have to engage and aware your entire team, the people. Today, if someone says to me, okay, Raj, you know what, this is an amazing hair oil and you're bald, you have no hair, you just apply this for 30 days and you see the hair would start coming. Gone are those days. I'm like, really? Are you serious? Then why the hell the billionaires in the world have not tried it and they've yet not got the hair? I mean, most of them are also bald. So gone are those days where the product was one of the most important heroes, physical product that you could have touched, felt. Gone are those days. Because what everything has merged. How many of you go to the shopping mall for the shopping? Most of us use Amazon, this, that, we just see it. That's what we do. There was a time when we used to go, I remember my parents used to take me to the mall. We used to go hang around, look at it. Gone are those days. Who does it? No one does. 90% population definitely do not do it. 10% still go to it, to the mall. So now we are talking about the digital space. We are talking about a digital arena altogether, a platform. This platform is for you to understand, but this is a platform, this is the kind of utility, the products in the digital space that you can pass on to your legacy, to the next generation who understand more on what things are. By the time, imagine if a 5-7-year-old kid or 10-year-old kid, by the time the world is all about metaverse and so on and so forth, the person or your kid, the person that you hand over the business to later, would understand every nitty-gritty possible. So what we are giving is, we are giving a value to them, not with the usage of products like a hair oil or a pen or something of that sort, but rather something that would be the most important future. And that future, the step that we take is right now. So this is what, in short, I had to tell you all the brief on what things are. Today is the last day for the fear of loss. We had the fantastic fear of loss campaign. If I have to talk about the profitability, imagine a new person coming into this business, or most of you could have used your 50% loyalty point to take the new package. Plus, you got the fear of loss opportunity on every packages. Plus, You got the Thailand incentive trip as well with you. That's again an addendum factor. Now you need to understand, to earn more, it's important that we make the maximum through our core plan income. Now, what is core plan income? You know the compensation plan. It has direct sales bonus, it has residual bonus, matching bonus, crowd bonus, a lot of bonuses. What is the core? Residual instantly cannot be called a core, because a residual is something that you create as in when your teams expand, as in when you reach up to the next network level. Your core bonuses are direct sales bonus, crowd bonus, matching bonus. These are your direct, and then the residual bonus. These are your core plan income. Core, adding on top of the core plan income are the factors of various bonuses like fear of loss. Fear of loss is never a core plan income. At times you have fear of loss, at times you do not have fear of loss. But when you have the fear of loss, imagine how profitable you can be using that one component. So if a person has gone ahead and recommended the fire package, 2,499, apart from what you get, you're adding on top of it 2,499 euros. If not at 599, 499, whatever the sequence may be. So these are the important factors. And in order to strengthen the core plan income, it's important that we understand how can it be done. It is duplication. It is talking to recommending products. It is all the basics. Whatever I tell you, it's again back to basics. So we need to follow the basics. Even an ambassador today, I was just on a call with a few of the ambassadors, and I asked them, what's your schedule? What has your Saturday, Sunday been like? And they said that, well, I had this meeting, I had that meeting on an everyday basis. What I do is I post my meetings with them. In a day, I have 5, 7, 8 meetings. I don't know, I'm probably more than that. I have back-to-back meetings. I make sure that I post it to them. I tell them that being an employee who is talking about free enterprise, who's talking about independency, I'm an employee getting a limited amount of salary. I am doing this. But you being a leader, for you, sky is the limit. For you, 100,000 euro is a monthly game that you can do. What are you doing? So this is how we motivate each other. This is how we sort of be there for each other. I'm here as a support. I'm not here to create a business. The day I plan to create a business, I'll resign and I'll join any one of you in the team. So I can do that. Noel is like, of course, I mean, we need to make sure that we take this platform to such a profitable level that not just I, but most of the people get. I'm 100% confident on the compensation plan that we have. I've worked with Amway, I've worked with Oriflame, one of the biggest ones in the entire world, the direct selling companies. But when I saw the compensation plan that we have here, it's amazing, it's spectacular. We are paying people the maximum money, and you would not believe it, but I'll tell you the logic. We are paying out the maximum in terms of the compensation plan. How? We do not have supply chain. You know, the courier delivery, we do not have supply chain. We do not have logistics. We do not have manufacturing a product. We do not have a lot of things that other companies have, where unfortunately, they have to divide the profit. They have to limitize their profit to 40%, 30%, 35%. That's what they pay out to the leaders. That's what they pay out to the distributors. But here, what we have, we do not have all this. What the company is doing, it's paying out most of the things. 90, 95% out of 100 euro that you earn is paid back. Now, the only shortcoming is, you would have heard people talking about withdrawal issues. Now I'm coming to that. The only shortcoming is, out of that 100 euro, 90, 95 euro that is paid back to the members, we do not know which among them are actives or inactives at this point in time. Yes, what we say is, please make sure you do your activity points. 3 AP is what the system requirement is right now. But if you look at the compensation plan, it talks about having 5 AP, 10 AP, and so on and so forth. But we have limitized this to 3 AP. Now, this 3 AP is not necessarily done by you as a leader. It can be accumulated by your downlines. 3 AP, and this much has been given by the downlines. So as a matter of fact, it's important that we keep a check. Any companies that you go in the world, they have a monthly package or a monthly subscription where every month you have to let the teams or let the company know that, yes, I am actively building the business and therefore I'm eligible for all the commission. Most of the companies that I have worked with had it. A few had, you have to do 5 sponsoring. A few had, you had to do 200 BP every month. A few had that you had to have at least 3 customers doing 100 BP each, something like that. Different permutation combination. We do not have anything. So once a person starts earning residual, he continues earning residual forever. This is something that we are not quite actively looking for, because we want to pay those people who are active working. All of you are spending your time here. You're making the effort to be a part of this meeting. I would rather want you guys to understand, get paid the right amount in the right way, rather than people whom you've just, placeholded, you have made them a placeholder in the system, and then they're getting the benefits. And unfortunately, the entire profits are being distributed, which should not be the case ideally. So this is one of the important reasons, and therefore withdrawals have not been an issue, but it has been more skeptical in terms of who should be paid and who should not be paid. If I'm in touch with you, I know you as a leader, I know you're working, I can probably recommend your name. But if I don't know you, and how many, we're talking about 50 millions, it's not practically possible for me to take a note of that 50 million or 10 million, or even 1 million for that matter. So this is what I had to say on this. Yes, we are all growing together. It's about the partnership that we need to show each other. There would be hard questions after even this kind of a talk from me. And please be there for each other. We talk about partnership. We do not talk about criticism, because the world is already doing it. There are a lot of people who are going into the new companies and they're criticizing. So I think what we can be is a family that can give inputs, share feedbacks, that, okay, fine, you can do this better, or that can be done, can this be possible, and so on and so forth. So I think that way we can have a long-term partnership, affiliation, association, rather than just criticizing. So understanding is quite important. So I've seen my parents, I'm from India basically. So in India, love marriage is not quite common. So they were the first ones to do the love marriage. And at times I see my mom and dad fighting. When my dad is super hyper, he's angry. So my mother's quiet. She doesn't say a word. She's there to console him. Okay, I'm sorry. And I'm like, Mama, why are you sorry? What did you do? There was nothing that you did wrong. And then she was like, it's okay. I'm sorry. After my father cools down, then my mom explains, tell me where's the fact. So I think this kind of an understanding is quite important. And this is what I talk about. We are not husband and wife, but we are definitely the partners in progress. We are the developmental tools of inspiration, leading a journey towards a fantastic growth. And we are not here for 2 years, 3 years. We have already, we will be completing 4 years. People speculated that we would just be there for 1 year, 2 years. The company will come, run away. But here, the opposite thing is happening. Company is expanding, offices in Singapore, Dubai, again, a new floor that you would have seen. You never know. Personally, I want to come to Australia. I want to have different visits and tours and travels. So you never know, but the basis of proposal to the management for having an office in Australia, anywhere that you would recommend. And that's also one thing that we did. It's not basis, okay, someday I want to have it in Canberra, I want to have it here or there. It's not going to happen that way. It will be through the consortium, the partnership of what we think. And that is, again, the partnership that we talk about. Well, nonetheless, so this is what I had to share. What we can do is we can also connect next week, so that we have a sort of presentation on what's happening with a few more updates. So let's have these calls so that most of you are updated. We can have more and more people joining the team to understand. We can talk about different brainstorming ideas and different kind of trainings with respect to an update from companies' end, with updates on what needs to be done, what is list building, the basics of the business.
Great.
So thank you, Tina. And awesome. Thank you, John.
Yeah, so it's a weekly meeting, not a monthly one.
Weekly is better, because I believe a weekly is still important, because it opened different gateways. Monthly is like, my mother never used to check my homework every day. But once she started checking it every day, I sort of started getting a little serious. Had she checked my homework every month, I would have been, okay, fine, let me do it on that day of the month. You know, that's how it is. So
Good.
it'll be good.
Okay, cool. So I think we might, because that's a lot to take in, we might, I don't think there's any questions in the chat. Were there any questions just quickly before, if you want to raise your hand to be able to ask? Otherwise, we will leave it till next week. I know we will, I meant the one on the thing, but go Noel if you've got a question. Right on, I might need to unmute you. Okay, go.
I'd just like to thank Raj for coming on and giving up his time, because you know what, this guy is amazing. And I'll tell you, the next time we have another meeting, we want to max this out. So you know what, you need to get your team on, guys, because we'll be sitting here and saying, I wish my team was on. I wish this person was on, you know, and weekly, man, I'll tell you something, how lucky we are that we have management, you know, coaching us every week. So guys, you know what, if we want an office in Australia, we need to do some work.
Yeah.
So, and we love you, man. We love your, you know, your passion and your knowledge. And I think we're going to explode.
Absolutely. Do we have any other questions? Otherwise, I will get, I know Sarah is also going to do a motivational talk this week. So we'll get, Sarah's also another business development manager in Dubai. They're a powerful duo helping us all. But we will get some questions too, if not through WhatsApp. We'll definitely get you to answer them next week unless somebody else has anything else. Thank you so much for your time. We value you and thank you for valuing us by getting on the call. God bless. Have a great day. And we'll continue to keep this open. I know you might want to, yeah, you can leave at any stage. But that was amazing.
100%.
Yes, that was very, and there was a lot of